Well, you know, the great Aaronic blessing that God gave to the priesthood in Israel to lay upon Israel, to bless Israel, was that the Lord's face would shine upon them. And this was an expression of the happy relationship, the blessed relationship, the positive relationship that would exist between God and his people. And when the people have fallen into sin, or when they have fallen into misery and suffering that they can't immediately relate to sin, they had this sense that God was not as near to them as they desired, and it was not so obvious that God was blessing them as they wanted him to. And they described that as God turning his face away from them. And so we could say it's almost like an eclipse of the sun, whereas when God turns his face to us, there's a brightness, but when he turns his face away, we do experience a kind of darkness. And it can be a real spiritual sadness. It can be a time of spiritual distress. It can be because of our sin, but it can also be just because of the misery of the world in which we live. And it should always be an occasion to turn us to seek him and to try to find his face again. The question I'd like your daughter to answer for me is, what exactly is going on in Psalm 39, where near the end the psalmist says, "O Lord, turn your face away from me that I may be glad again." And that's so intriguing. I've tried to preach that text a number of times. I can't quite figure it out. What seems to be happening there is the psalmist seems to be saying, sometimes, Lord, you're so close to me that I can hardly breathe. Give me a little space. And I don't know whether the psalmist is saying that out of faith or out of sin. It's a very remarkable passage, I think, but it shows that ideally we want to be close to God, we want to have a strong sense of the presence of God, but the presence of God can be overwhelming at times, and that's one of the things I love about the Psalms. It gives us words in many different circumstances of life. When we're really down and feel God is away from us, we have Psalm 88. In times of great joy and celebration, we have any number of Psalms. So the Psalm, that's why we really need to know the Psalms, so we know the right one to use in the various experiences of life.